Okay, what's up, guys? It's Turner, or MC Plugin Tuts. Uh, fucking Jesus. Okay, well, welcome to episode 4 of How to Create a Bukkit Server from Scratch. Episode 5, not 4. There are probably only gonna be around 2 more videos, for this series. For survival. The reason is, let me go to right here. I cannot really cover. I covered the basics, message of the day, setting up some basic plugins essentials. I mean, there's not a whole much more I can do because it's really to that point. It's really per the it's the server type that you are going to create. It needs to be like exactly for that. So prison survival, I mean, it's good stuff like that, but what I think I'm going to be doing for the next ones, which would be like creative, hub, prison, I'll do the videos will probably be around 6 or 7 for this series, but I'll cover like simply the message of the day, what you should have, donations, what world you should have, how it should be displayed to your users. It will probably be something like that, unless more plugin setting up, because I kind of do that already on the channel, and I'm going to be setting up factions and stuff like that, doing tutorials of that. So this tutorial, or this video, I'll be talking about what you kind of need, or what you should have for ranks. So I showed you guys this, and the next video would be advertisement. But yeah, and that would probably be the last one, unless you guys want me to make more on something. I can't. It's hard to find or hard to think of some stuff. But here we go. So first off, I'd like to thank you again. I thank you every fucking video, but I would love to thank you for 154 subscribers. I believe at the start I had 120. Can I see? Come on. Come on. Come on, Jacob. Fucking retard. Show me how many subscribers I had back then. No, go back. 1 minute, guys. We're having some technical difficulties. Right, pause. Okay. Full screen. 720 or 1080. Come on. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. I can't believe this is not loading. So noobs, refresh. Well, I think I had around 20 something or 120 something. I don't know. I'm just trying to get this 720 so I can go bigger. Holy shit! I only had 107. But okay, yeah, that's a big surprise for me. So I got around 50 subscribers in like 2 weeks. Holy shit. I did not realize that, but I guess okay, big things. I'm very surprised. But anyway, let's get on with the tutorial. The plugin I'm using is Group Manager, just because that's what I've always used. I do sometimes use other ones, but Group Manager for me is the simplest. It's a lot less buggy and glitchy as permissions and permissions, IX permissions, Bukkit permissions. There's like 10 other plugins you can do. I have already set up some default ranks, obviously, as you see here. But one thing I will say, around the top of your document, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying it's a good idea to kind of list your ranks that you have, and this will help you keep track of what ranks you have for bigger servers. I find it tends to help me a lot, or to stay organized. So let's see. So what should we talk about first? Obviously, this is a survival server, so I just have basically default, member, veteran, VIP, donor, premium, which I only set up donor, so I can get rid of all these. Mod, admin, and owner. Obviously, if it's like a role-playing medieval server, you'd have like peasant, squire, knight, king, I don't know, conqueror, stuff like that. If it's like a drug, you'd have like drug names or mafia, drug lord, stuff like that. If it was jail, you'd have ABC, and then or guard, warden, owner, stuff like that. Or you don't even usually have owner. I do. Oh, sorry about that. I just put it in there for my just because I always have. But I'm just gonna talk briefly about all these other ranks, but I'm gonna really hammer you guys down on the donators, just cause. But default, give them some. Let me pull up this really quick too. You're gonna want to give them some commands, but you're not gonna want to give them really any power. Now, say there are plugins that will allow you to rank up with certain time played on the server. So if you say play and you have 10 minutes on the server, then you get ranked up to member. Or if you have 3 hours played, you automatically get member. And you can do it like that to increase players' time to play. Or increase their ability, or not their ability, increase their, what's the word? Like, make them want to play, because they get another rank if they play for so long. Stuff like that. That's kind of a good plugin you can incorporate. But it's all up to the owner of the server. So I just simply gave them, you wouldn't want to usually give them fly. I just did, just because I couldn't really think of anything at the start. But once they get member, they get fly, obviously. Veteran, they get access to TP. I couldn't remember if it was like that or like that, so I just put them both. Obviously then moderator, admin, and owner. One thing, you never want to give admin full control of the server. That's the biggest thing I find difficult with people. You never want to give an admin the ability to stop the server. Anything that they could do to cause severe lag. This isn't really a problem with bigger servers that are mature, that have mature people, and they're obviously older people running the server. But you have a lot of these other people who, I mean, they're younger, they're newer, and they give admin to people just because, hey, I want admin, I don't know, and they give them admin because they're their friend, but then they don't realize that their friend, they can stop the server, they can destroy the server in 3 seconds. Stuff like that. I mean, you gotta really be careful who you give admin to. Admin should only be given to the most trustworthy people that you know. I'm sorry, I got an email on my phone, but nothing important. Okay. So I'm going to be talking about the donators. Now, donators class, you do need them, and they're very, 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 very important. I mean, that's how you would pay for the server unless you're rich. I mean, I'm not rich. That's the only way I'd be able to pay for a server is for the donators. Made it like that. But basically, let me go down to, these are just all my ranks for a drug server. A lot of these are changed back down here and up here. This is an old document. But let's go down to, here are my donation ranks. So I have iron, gold, lapis, diamond, and I believe obsidian, yes. And here's just some examples of what I give the people. Iron is $5. They get 35% higher prices than the standard shop or drug shop. They get a slash kit iron, which this has changed, because that doesn't really seem that fair for $5. And they get 50k in-game money. Gold, $10, 40%. They get the kit gold, 80k access to enchant shop. Lapis is pretty much the same. They get the kit lapis, 50%, 100k. They get one protected locker, and they get access to an enchantment shop, and then so on. So those are kind of ranks that'll just show them. If you do diamond or obsidian, you get a protected area that an admin does, so nobody but the people you specify can go in that area or could edit blocks, stuff like that. So it's like the ultimate safe. Now here are some miscellaneous donations. I think that's how you pronounce it. Miscellaneous. I don't know. But it's good. I mean, you don't always need these, but it's kind of good to have these. Just because it will give some players say, "Oh, I want to be able to heal myself or feed my hunger without having to eat food all day. $2. Okay, so that just earns you $2 to go towards the server. And when you have a player base of say 30 or 40, and say half of them get $2, 15 times 2 is 30, so there's $30. That's probably one server bill if you have that. If you only have around 30 players or 30 slots, and that's pretty good. You can give them colored signs, hats, so they can wear hats. Of course, you got to be careful with this because some plugins glitch and you can receive the items that you wear. So it's always good to check with that plugin and mess with it to make sure none of these bugs exist. Keep XP after death. A lot of people like this one. Just because you don't lose your XP. This should really be $10, but I always keep it 5 because I'm not going to try to rip somebody off like some servers do. But keep XP after death. You can also do like a keep your items after death. I would make that more expensive, probably like 10 or 15, because if they're traveling with all diamond armor and gear, stuff like that. Repair /repair will repair your items. Colored chat, faction power boost, and another faction power boost, and it just gives them a huge power boost, as you can see here. In-game money, so I just kind of did this and added zeros. I don't know, it's not really balanced right now, but obviously if you donate 40 you'll get more. A god bow, which would be not like Tim the Enchanter where they get every single enchantment and 128 power. This would be just a bow that's got max enchant, so it'd have like flame 2 or however high flame goes, infinity, stuff like that. God's sword and armor would be the same. It would just be that max level or max the max enchant. Sorry, my brain just like quit. And then it would just be like that. And then the protected locker. If they just want to purchase that, it'd be like say an Aryan spawn that they would have to designate to be that person. Now I don't think there's a plugin for that yet. I know somebody was working on one, but it is a pretty little neat idea. Sorry, I'm kind of going off topic. But anyway, so there's some ranks. You really want to get your users to want to donate, because without donating, you're not gonna be able to pay the server. So whatever can pay the server bills, in my mind, is a pretty good idea. God, that was random. But anyway, so let's say for a survival server, I have a shop. When they donate for donor, which let's say that's donors $10, let's give them. You'd really want to balance this to what your shop is. I'm just gonna say let's give them $10,000. So you'd want to give them $10,000. They get maybe a cheaper price for the shop, and they get a special donator kit, which could have maybe like 2 diamonds and something else, and they can use it every like 3 days. Maybe they could have a personalized chest. Not really sure, but stuff like that. Maybe they get colored chat. Whatever you really think you'd want. Yeah, you just want to add, because then people will donate. Do you say that enough, Jacob? Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up. But anyway, those are just some simple ranks. I'm not really even gonna actually start the server. I thought I was, but because I don't really have to do anything, I just basically talk this whole time about nonsense. I mean, this was a really shitty tutorial. I'm sorry. But yeah. Also, for people who have servers that need multiple ranks, I know there's like a way you can do it with permissions, but that is, in my opinion, that's really hard. So what I did is, say I have mods, okay? But in order for them to get modded, I want them to keep their drug rank, their initial rank on the server, so they can still level up and have fun. but they do have the extra power to be a mod. So what I did is with Group Manager, I know this is probably different with permissions and permissions X. I just added manu, so man, and then the user add, and I'm not sure what V means. Obviously suffix or prefix, stuff like that. I don't know, user. So you'd want to do like Magic Man 902 or KNibs. Then you're gonna I added it to the suffix because their prefix is the rank, and it adds this, which is a head mod thing. Now to add permissions, it's manu add p user, and then you'd add like essentials dot kick. Now this is kind of harder way to do it, but as long as you don't have, if you're not making everybody see a mod, it's not too difficult. And I have it written down, so I just copy and paste it into the chat, and you can just keep on doing it that way. And that's really useful. But next video will be, I will talk about advertisement, stuff you should do to advertise, etc. But I guess thank you for watching. I'm sorry that this video wasn't too good. But thank you, and I will see you guys later.